Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first here. First, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. And Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Wrap down the middle. It's Tate. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Field. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They'll run it here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Using his legs, it's Henderson. And that's a solid game for the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So TCU's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Porter. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the quarterback gets him.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
A quick throw out left, complete. Got a lane. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Tight end goes in motion. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that.
You don't make it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call.
Illegal offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back. It's Howard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And is intercepted. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He called his own number, and the freshman QB keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. No problem with the PAT. The lead 14-3. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down here for this offense. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Defense not pressing this time. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
No huddle here for the offense. To the air, it's Howard. And he's got it. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They could. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Gets loose now and heads downfield. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Here's the second down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down after that previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's running out of time here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking to throw. It's Howard. They got him. It's a sack for the defense. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A quick juke. Physical run, breaking tackles. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. But hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. TCU offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. Do they try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively? So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. How aggressive will this offense be? They can get into field goal range easily, but maybe they'll take a shot at the end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on.
Oh, the ball is loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Want to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. To throw, it's Howard. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made in the end zone. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the TCU offense takes the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught quickly. And it works. The first down to the 35. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's got this line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33. The Horned Frogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Running back with the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Back to throw. It's Howard. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Buckeyes will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
In the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Howard. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. The ball sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll drop back here on third down. He makes the grab. He's tackled inside the 35. He picks up a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Need to pick up something here on third down. A field goal try here will be from 58. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Touchdown, TCU. They jump. TCU.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Heichel made it the 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they pick up 4, so second down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. He'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, getting him the ball.
Important second down play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Judkins. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He'll fire it over the middle, had a lot of time in the pocket. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I love how they keep trusting their quarterback. Nice job of getting a completion, positive yards. Now we got second and goal, critical time in this game. I would keep trying to find those one-on-one matchups and let the quarterback find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Back to throw. It's Howard. Caught in the flat by the running back. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Pressure is coming. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on third and short. Now you got to think in the fourth quarter, fourth and short, got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw again. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Inside the 30. The 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
God, it's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Looking to pass, it's Howard. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. The 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the 2-point conversion. But wait a second. There's a penalty marker down. You got to check this out. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. They'll elect to go for 2 to make this a 3-point margin. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. He can't cut this lead further. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. 1st down here for this offense. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
And they're trying to punch it in here. He'll make it into the end zone, so now they lead by a field goal here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And the TCU offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
2nd down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it, and do a really good job of that right here.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes enter the final minute of play, looking to run the clock out and win the game. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. but you've got to come up with a first down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Horned Frogs to claim the lead here in the final minute. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. So here we go. Time for a couple of plays and try to get it closer before taking a shot at the end zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Makes the catch. It's Smith. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So the offense with a 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. The secondary backed up off the ball now. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, obviously, a field goal does them no good. They're going to have to put the ball into the end zone and hope that somebody can make a game-changing play.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They come up empty in the end zone. The defense holds to round up the victory. That's a great performance.